How's it going, everybody? So, the dialogue has been opened again, or so they said. Guess that means what I'm going to say will be heard, right? Already last week they promised us this state of balance blog post, so I knew it was coming, and I already made notes what I was going to say and how to say it in a constructive manner. And then they sprung this on us. My main point I wanted to focus on was the 2.5% number that they used previously, and how we needed more info what that number means to interpret their data correctly. But instead of that, they now picked everyone playing ranked, platinum and above. To put this into perspective, this means the top 30% of players playing ranked. Ubisoft, you're winding us up, aren't you? You can't seriously think that whatever data that comes out of this is in any way, shape or form worth considering when it comes to balance. Yes, I know this is not the sole metric when you're balancing. You look at the tier list, tournaments, etc. You made that abundantly clear, and I'm not doubting you. What I'm concerned about though is that somebody thought this win-loss matrix here is worth anything. I get it. Not a lot of people play ranked, and the thought behind this that if you bring a character in ranked, you've mastered it, or at least are proficient with it, so in theory they should be more representative. But is it really? It's 30%. 30%. So if you want to continue to use ranked as your basis, then how about making it more attractive? Season 7 had the revamp of the system, so you actually have quite a few players trying it out. But what about this season? Interest has already dropped considerably, and I don't even want to mention the sandbagging to farm the rewards. You have a lot of people that should be diamond or higher down in silver or whatever just to farm the tournaments. And then the other thing, the fact that it's console and PC combined. I know you're trying to be inclusive and all, and you can't straight up say that the console metrics are worth fuck all, but that's simply how it is. The hardware setup on consoles with shit TVs, horrible Wi-Fi, and then combined with how latency benefits the one with the shite connection skews the data massively. At least that's what I think. Maybe I'm totally wrong and the values aren't even that different, but until UBI shows them to us, all we can do is speculate. And now for forwards. Here they're picking the top 4% of players. But what does that even mean? Is it 4% of top players for each and every character? Or is it the top 4% of players overall? Both scenarios give us problems. The first one has a huge amount of players. Pretty much every person that only plays one or two characters will fall into that category. And there are tons of people who are absolute shit at the game who will be included here. On the other hand, if you just pick the top % player overall, the pick rates will be heavily favouring certain characters. Pick rate is not solely based on the strength of a character, but often because of popularity. This means that some characters will be heavily underrepresented and the data you get from it will also be worthless. Well, that's not everything. What matches do you count here? Only if all 8 players are in the desired player pool. Let's not kid ourselves here, matchmaking is horrendous in For Honor and calling it skill based is fooling no one. So what is it? A good player on a bad character will still totally stomp a bad player on an S tier character, so what's the point? And even if you sort all that out somehow, there's still the biggest issue of it all. Are you in a pre-made, meaning you queue with friends, or are you playing solo? Carrying a bad team in For Honor is near impossible because one bad player drags down a team so much, it's not even funny. Even the top tier 0.000 whatever % players will lose because of that very reason. So let's wrap things up here. What I'm saying is that if Ubisoft wants us to give feedback on the game and also on their data, then they should first explain it to us with more details. What we got now is nonsense. Neither them nor us can get any information out of it. And second, give us the data that's actually relevant instead of trying to appease the whole community by being inclusive. Thanks for watching, guys. Laters, everybody.